Near Cottenham in Cambridgeshire. A new confrontation is brewing over a piece of land at the centre of the site.
Travellers have moved on to an orchard there owned by Joanna Gordon-Clark, and she wants her land back. Today she went onto the site to try and do just that, accompanied by our film crew. Piers Hopkirk reports.
So you have to get off my land.
I'm looking for a shovel though. Love, you may join the queue.
Good.
Joanna Gordon-Clark is trying to use reason to reclaim this piece of land, but to little avail.
Sir, we don't live here. I'm looking for a shovel, to be honest with you. There's somebody else owns a yard down the back there, and I'm just going to just allowed to clean it off. I was going to move on to it.
Would you be able to ask these people to move on behalf of this lady here?
There's too many here. How can we go up and do all that on our own?
But do you own it?
Do you want to go and do it?
I'm just asking you whether you will do it on behalf of...
I can't do it there because there's that many people here. I'm not going to go up on my own. But I'm not Rambo or anything.
Do you think it's right that they should be here?
Yeah. Where can we go? Where
Yeah, but this is her land.
Place for us to go? No.
She bought this former orchard back in 1982. Then it was close to the site and her nearby home. But as Smithy Fen has grown, it's been swallowed up. Now the caravans have moved on.
I'm not here to make you trouble, I'm here to get my rights, and my rights are that this is my land.
She says the travellers have offered to buy it. She insists it's not for sale.
I will replant this land. I will get people off it. I am not giving in. Sorry. It's just how I feel. I feel too upset about the whole damn thing.
The travellers were happy to talk. Some, though, not happy to be filmed.
No, we're entitled to film here because she owns the land.
Problems here. Don't go video me.
Don't please get aggressive. There's no need.
I'm not being aggressive here.
You are a bit. You are a little.
We then spoke to a woman who's just moved on to the site, Mrs. Sheridan.
Why are you staying here, and will you move?
No, I won't move.
Where can she go?
Why
Where will I
not?
go?
Yeah, but it's not your land, though.
Well, can I speak from behind the camera, sir?
I appreciate that this lady needs somewhere to live, and I'm sorry to hear that she's a widow, but it's this lady's land. I mean, that's
listen to this, sir. If it's a lady's land, why don't you prove it's her land? Anyone can come down here. There was people here before us that owned it. They were selling to each other. So who really do own it?
I mean, would you like it if I turned up on your doorstep with my caravan?
What? What could I do? What about if you come and say, this is my land, you're on it, there's the proof. I said, no problem, let's go.
This is just the latest instalment in the long-running Smithy Fen saga. Travellers have lived here legally for around 40 years, but in recent years a number of plots have been created in breach of planning law, and the site has grown considerably. In this latest case, to the cost of Ms. Gordon-Clark. She says she'll fight on, but she's digging in for a long battle. Piers Hopkirk, Anglia News, Cottenham in Cambridgeshire.
30 families have been living at Smithy Fen for the past 40 years, but it's the growth of the site in the last few years that's been causing problems. 38 plots have planning permission, another 50 don't. 13 of those are currently the subject of a planning appeal. Earlier, I asked solicitor Robert McClellan what Joanna can do about getting her land back.
The simple answer is for her to apply to the court for an order for possession to regain possession of the land occupied by any trespassers.
But this, of course, takes a lot of time. Isn't there a need for quicker decisions to be able to be made?
There is an accelerated procedure available to landowners in such circumstances, but it is true to say that there are possible delays, particularly if the application is resisted by the travellers.
And local authorities, of course, increasingly are finding themselves in the same position. Is there a need for the laws to be changed? Are they adequate?
There's certainly pressure on the government at the moment to increase the enforcement powers available to local authorities where there are allegations that the planning regime is being breached by the travellers.
And, of course, the travellers often are using the Human Rights Act, claiming that this is a way of protecting their way of life. The government is talking tough on this, but will they be able to change it?
Well, that will have to be decided in each individual case, where the personal hardship to the parties in conflict will have to be balanced and a decision made which is proportionate to the issues in dispute.
I can see that this is going to run and run. Mr McClellan, thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.
A doctor who offered parents alternatives to the MMR jab and then faked blood of a pregnant teacher from Daventry by dangerous driving. Deborah Peaty and her unborn baby died in a car crash on the A5 near Milton Keynes last October. Ratnam Yogan, seen here at an earlier court appearance, was in the other car. He jumped bail and fled the country with a second asylum seeker. It's not yet known where they are. Today, a judge set a new trial date in March.